My name is Eduardo Ruiz, and this is my Theory of Knowledge exhibition. The knowledge question I chose to explore is how important are material tools in the production or acquisition of knowledge? To many people, tools are just objects, the things that help us to put something or do something. But when we think deeper, tools shape how we experience the world, how we record memory, how we reflect, and how we transfer wisdom. Knowledge doesn't exist in a vacuum. It flows through material objects, through machines, symbols, heirlooms, and artifacts. In this exhibition, I want to show how three deeply personal objects have become instruments of learning in my life. The first object is my 2008 Land Rover Discovery LR3 V8 HSE. This car has been in my family for years, and it has taken us across deserts, forests, mountains, and forgotten roads in Mexico. But beyond transport, it's been a tool for learning. There's something about travel that opens the mind. In this Land Rover, I navigated through uncertainty, whether it's getting lost in remote areas or dealing with mechanical failures. In the middle of nowhere, I remember a time we broke down in the Sierra Gorda. We didn't have a cell service. I had to help my dad troubleshoot, fix a wiring issue, and manage supplies. That moment taught me problem solving, resilience, and calm under pressure. From a theory of knowledge lens, this experience supports the idea that personal knowledge is often gained through first-hand experience, not just shared knowledge like books or lectures. This car gave me access to experiential knowledge and what it's like to act, to adapt, and to think clearly when reality deviates from expectations. Mechanically, it's a spark, a deeper interest in engineering. I started to read about four-wheel drive systems, terrain response technologies, and how internal combustion engines function. This vehicle itself became a repository of knowledge, built by generations of engineers, and it became a catalyst for my curiosity. Without this tool, those lessons would not exist. The Land Rover made knowledge tangible. It is a physical bridge between knowing the world from a map and understanding it by driving through it. The second object is my Montblanc Muhammad Ali Special Edition fountain pen, gifted to me by my father. This pen is not just an instrument of writing, it is a ritual symbol and a mental framework. I've been using fountain pens since I was in 3rd grade, and this one in particular carries deep meaning. The craftsmanship reflects excellence. Its weight reminds me that what I write matters. It forces me to slow down, think, and commit. Unlike typing, which is fast and disposable, handwriting with this pen becomes a form of reflection. This link directly embodied to cognition, a concept in theory of knowledge that suggests physical action influences thinking. Writing by hand with this pen engages my brain differently than when I type. I retain more information. I think more clearly. My ideas become more coherent. The material tool directly influences the quality and retention of knowledge I generate. But beyond functionality, the pen is symbolic. It's linked to Muhammad Ali's legacy, discipline, self-belief, and excellence. Those values matter in how I pursue learning and how I interact with others. Every time I am reminded of where I want to go and who I want to become, and in that sense, this object reinforces personal knowledge through emotional and symbolic association. In today's world, a world of screens and distant information, writing with this pen reconnects me with intentionality. It transforms the act of learning into something physical, conscious, and rooted in identity. The third object is a family heirloom ring, passed down from my great-uncle grandmother, and now to me. The ring reminds me that some knowledge can't be explained, it must be felt. It's knowledge that lives in identity, not in data. And this is something I think modern systems often forget. That is the emotional hand, the symbolic dimensions of knowledge that are just as important as the factual ones. The ring is proof that knowledge can be stored in objects not because they are tools in the conventional sense, but because they are containers of memory, values, and identity. Through these three objects, the Land Rover, the fountain pen, and the ring, I've come to realize that material tools are not secondary to knowledge. They are essential to it. They shape how we learn, how we remember, and how we think, and even how we feel. Tools extend to our minds, and they carry culture. They embed values, and they make visible knowledge, the invisible knowledge more visible and memorable. In the end, this exhibition isn't just about objects. It's about how human knowledge is deeply physical. The things we carry, use, and inherit don't just reflect our ideas, they help create them. Thank you for watching.